Maui, Maui akama. Luipo mahalo ka poe nana. Poe aloha ʻāINA. Mahalo kira poe kanaka. You never give up. The only reason why we're here today is because our kupuna who never give up. I want you guys to remember that. They're not the crazy ones. The crazy ones are the ones who gave up. Never forget that. Never forget that. 1897, 39,000 people signed the petitions saying, we refuse, we do not accept to be taken by the United States. We all should know that. There is no confusion what our kupuna thought. The confusion is today. Because we were taught, how many of you guys learned about that in school? The brothers are right. That's culture-side, that's ethnicide. That's manipulation by the powers to be. They want us to forget. You see, that's the key. When we forget, when we don't know, we are under their control. Simple. What's the remedy? The remedy is education. The remedy is truth. The remedy is sharing and understanding our Hishambo. Fear of the truth. Fear of asking those hard questions keeps you in the cage. And what's the worst cage? The cage of ignorance. As the great Buddha said, the greatest impurity is ignorance. So today I'm here to talk about the idea of Kaeo. And I can just pass this out. There's a lot of stuff there, so I gotta work quick. I know, I'm gonna try. I'm gonna send this out. This is nation building, it's education. I'm an educator. And as I tell my students, never believe one word I say. That's the truth. You should know for yourself. You should find out for yourself. You should question, Kaleikoa, how you know? And I'm going to point you to the reference, go find out. Because I'm not here to bullshit anybody. I'm not trying to play no game. I don't want any fancy advertisements spending millions of dollars on the ad. Just like you made here. Don't ask any questions. I don't have any kind of fancy flyers. Millions of dollars spent on some lobbyists in Washington, D.C. That's not me. You know what I get? It's the power of the words of our kupuna and the education of our people. That's all I need for nation building. Papa Mautiano, you know the Hokolea story to me. This is the time. We're going around the world. You know the Va'a. And you guys know what I say. The confusion is, Hawaiians get this idea, we stay on the canoe race out here. You know, you Kaeo canoe, you get the reinstated canoe, you get all these different canoes, and we're racing somewhere, some destination. And I always say, see, that's the confusion. Only get one canoe, only one Va'a. Only get one way. Once you understand we are that same Va'a, the confusion is gone. So then you start to think, well, let's go to Kaeo. You know, they had the ALOHA ad in the ALOHA paper by ALOHA money funded to Kaeo. It says, quote, Native Hawaiians who choose not to be included on the official roll risk waiving their right and the right of their children and descendants to be legally and politically acknowledged as Native Hawaiians and to participate. Think about that. That is ugly. And I don't know who was paid to write that up for ALOHA or Kaeo. But think about that. Is that Hawaiian style? Is that how we treat our ohana? You don't do what I say, you out of the family. See, this is the canoe. This is the Kaeo canoe. You know the truth is, if you read Act 195, I wish I had all day for talking about Act 195. If you were there last night, let me just say, everything I talked about last night is not in Act 195. They start about indigenous Native Hawaiians in 1778. You skip all that, next thing you know, statehood. What? Nothing happened between 1778 and statehood? See, when you learn as a political theorist, as I learned as a student, it's not always what's said in something, it's what they keep out of something. So political, you keep certain things out because there's a reason. You hide what you don't want people to know. The truth is, in 1843, what happened? We recognize independent nation state, that's the truth. 1893, an illegal, unlawful military landing of U.S. troops called an act of war by the United States President. 1897, our people unite. That's the real name list. You next see what name list. Look in the back if you get a copy of that one. I hear people from Kaleikoa go, oh, this Kaleikoa list is just like the Kumu with this. Oh, come on. I don't know what that person reading. I don't know what they're talking about, because if you just gotta read this list, read what it says. That's the words that Kupuna signed the names to. You know, they signed it up in a matter of months. How many of you guys know that? And when they went around, the Hawaiians was crawling out of the valleys to come and sign up. They never had to get slick propaganda campaigns. In fact, I cannot wait to see the accounting of how much at the end is being spent on Kaleikoa and the Road Commission. I know back in January, when I calculated, it was something like $160 per name with Kaleikoa. Think about it, each name, $160. I don't know what they said now. And of course, to save it, they had to go grab Kaeo lease and all these lists, throw all the Hawaiians up there. And now they say, we have 120,000 Hawaiians signed up for Kaleikoa. They never signed up for Kaleikoa. That's a lie, we know that. Yeah. But you see, when you gotta be slick, something is telling you something is wrong. If the people never come forward, that's telling you something is wrong. You know, Queen Liliuokalani said, the voice of the people is the voice of God. How come you guys looking here? How come? I don't know. I wonder whose voice you guys listening to. How come we can take the $10 million, whatever in Kaeo, and we don't have educational campaigns out there like this? Yes. How come? Huh? I said the brothers were saying, they know, see the things, they know the truth. They know we've been bamboozled, and we've been bamboozled again. So you look at this act, you guys look at that, you're going to realize, they don't mention about our nation state status. They don't mention about the illegal occupation. They don't talk about the United States has no annexation. They don't talk about there's no transfer of the title of our lands. We know that. And we're tired of telling you guys to speak truth. So as I shared last night, if you don't continue to talk about, as John Y. Hayden, this great Hawaiian leader, I don't know, I don't see him in the Hawaiian community. That's the truth. I don't see him making loud fundraisers for our brothers and sisters. I don't see him out there in the immersion schools and we're going to education meetings and fighting with the DOE. That's us. But yet, you know, yet, I passed this out earlier. Yeah? Birds of a feather flock together. When I see Abercrombie, and I see Colette, and then I see John Y. shaking hands and all lovey-dovey because of some settlement. See, it gets me nervous. Because Abercrombie is not our friend. He's telling the world, we're giving Mauna Kea to the... Who the hell is he as a settler in our land to give Mauna Kea away? You guys should be mad about that, please. Again! I would tell F you! You're a settler in this land. How dare you think like that? And you are people are men. I hope you guys listen to the people. And anybody that's coming out, if you went to the community meetings, you're going to hear from the people. The people are here. Look at this. The people are here. And then, we know 2 months ago, thanks to Facebook nowadays, former governor, Kaleikoa, I don't know where he gets his authority to go step anywhere he goes. Who of you gave him the right to go negotiate for us? Which Kanaka told him go negotiate for us? We know his best friend's law firm gets over $1 million to be lobbyists. That's true. Let's speak the truth. Some guys make money off of this. For what? To push us to become like American Indians and treat and step and shit on like how they get treated. We know this. Look at this picture. And I ask right now, and I say to the board, I refuse to accept that you have the right to negotiate on our behalf. You do not have that right. I don't give a damn if governor gives you that right. Who the hell is the governor to tell us that he has the right to tell us what we want? Act 195, and people, look at the top of Act 195. Right here. Approved by the governor. That never came from our people. That never came from our people. And I tell you right now, as I said before, if ALOHA right now says, Act 195, we have nothing to do with Act 195. We sitting together, we're going to create a nation together. I'm there. Because I believe and I know this, the political theory. The dominator can never free the dominated. The oppressor will never give the oppressed the way to free themselves. The settler will never let the native free themselves. It's only us. To our own strength, our own commitment. You know, went back to the bar. You know when Kupuna came to these islands 2,000 years ago? When they traveled to Southeast Asia on their wa'a, it wasn't the ones who were sleeping in the morning. It wasn't the lazy ones, the confused ones. You know who came out that bar? The best and the brightest. And the best and the brightest moved to the Pacific. And they came to these lands here. And they settled here. And they created a great place here. Blessing. Think about that. And from that family, our society. And then by 1893, there were less than 40,000 of us. That's it. You know, between 800,000 million of us were here. I count that. Only 40,000 was there. Only 1 in 20 survived. Think about that. Only 1 in 20 survived. And you know all of us here, all the Kanaka here, we're the remnants of that. Koino Napua. That's us. That's us. Our kupuna made it true, and we made it true. And I look at this and I say, I refuse to accept mediocrity. I refuse to accept the idea that we cannot be united. And the only reason we're not united is because people allowed the dominator, the settler, to disunify us. But the comforters who come in, who make cash off of this. And I say to all of you here, if you believe in Kaleikoa, good for you. And right on. But this Kanako here, I'm going to struggle against it. And I tell you guys now, I will be there at the convention opening to struggle. And I'll let the world know that we Hawaiians do not support that process. I tell you right now, I talked to plenty Kanaka who will be there with me. We refused to, and I asked ALOHA, and I actually begged ALOHA right here. I'm telling you guys, I begged, I told you guys last year. Let's do a process, which we all on the table. How come Johnny Kaeo from California, you guys so worried about his ticket on his canoe? He can go. But you know the Kanaka over here, we fight every day. We live our lives every day. Lao, sell, whatever we gotta do to function. Because I'm educated. Because I can read. Kaleikoa, you discriminate against. Okay, come on. You gotta pretend like you don't know your history. You gotta pretend like you know can read. Then you can come on. See, to me, there is a way. Kaleikoa, and those of us who say, I don't like sign anything that diminishes my right as a Kanaka. I come in under the petition. That's all I need. And we sit together and we do what we need to do. But there's no way that Abercrombie is going to tell thumbs up or thumbs down to us. And I'd just like to say, trustees, I apologize if I yell, but
you go, Kanaka.
We're in the 11th hour with all of this. And I don't want to go and fight. But if I gotta fight, I go fight.
Yo.
I'm with you. I'm with you.